back to the center of her head, right above the bottom of her hairline in the nape. So we're basically making a rectangle section on the side. We can clip all of this out of the way because this is zone 1. So our side here is going to be zone 2. We're doing the exact same thing on the other side to create 2 of the exact same zones.
Once you get the hang of this too, it's really easy to whip right through it. We all know time is money in the salon, so it's really made to be something quick, but really gives you a lot of impact with your placement.
So we've got our 2 side sections already taken care of, and now we just have that negative space on the bottom, kind of looks like an M. You all see that? That is where we would be applying our foundation, melted into an anchor color. But for this application, since we've already done that, I'm just clipping it out of the way. So we're going to pretend like this back has the foundation color and the anchor color. Cool? She's extra today. So we're going to get right into our actual foil application, starting with the hairline. Right around her hairline, we're going to do some baby lights. Maybe 2 or 3 around her hairline, 2 on the sides, 2 on her peak. If your client has a peak here, go at an angle. If it's straight, go straight back, whatever you're comfortable with. In real life, we know when taking baby lights, they have lots of little baby fuzzies around their hairline, right? So a cool little trick is to take this first section and just shake it and let those baby hairs fall out and use that as your first foil. That gives the most natural baby lights around the face. But in this situation, she's a mannequin, she doesn't have baby hairs. So we're just going to give her a fine weave. And I like to take the bottom part of the weave, not the top part of the weave. So I'm gonna clip the top out of the way, and this is gonna be our first little highlight around the face. Gotta switch my comb. So with this, we don't necessarily want these foils going right up to her face, so you don't have to worry about getting real in there like they're growing out of the scalp. We're doing a very natural, almost rooted look, which, do you guys do a lot of that in the salon right now? Is everybody asking for the rooted highlights? So I start mine about an inch away, fully saturate, and then once this is fully saturated, I hold it flat and just kind of flick it up a little bit, just to buffer that line. So this is loose. Imagine she's got her foundation on right now, so we're not worried about getting it up to the scalp, and we're just folding this out of the way.
I love foiling with the glue powder.
It's my favorite.
It's the best.
Is anybody here using the Kenra lighteners right now?
Yes.
All the hands went up, I love it. So we're doing just 2 little baby lights around her hairline. I'm gonna show you guys one more. We're just doing a super fine weave. And I'm leaving a little bit in between just to keep it natural. If somebody wants a heavy, heavy highlight around their face, do it after that. Do what your client wants, make her happy.
Are you doing all micro weaves?
These are micro fine baby weaves.
Little babies?
Just baby weaves. And once again, I start about 2 inches down. And I always preach about body position. Do not pay attention to my body position on stage.
I think that's the hardest part about doing hair, honestly. Especially when you're cutting, like,
Yes.
I'm always all wacky.
So once we have our 2 little guys here, we're going to continue around the hairline. So we're doing the same thing on this side. We want our 2 or 3, whatever we did on this side, we're doing on that side. Same thing around the hairline. Maybe they want those little money pieces, so put a couple back to back right in this front hairline. First 2 inches all the way around is getting those baby lights. Cool? Does everybody feel good so far?
Yeah.
It's happy, I love it. So now we're starting on the rest of zone 2. So from here, we've got this horizontal line. We're going to follow this down and do horizontal foils all the way down until we get to the nape. So even though we're pivoting around the head, we're not turning the direction of our foils. Does that make sense?
I feel like we've made a lot of pivot jokes.
We've said so many pivot jokes this week. So for this, I am using just that same weave. We want to keep it nice and fine and blended. She's a really natural palette. But can you do a slice here if you want bolder pieces? Absolutely. If you want to like switch it up and do a skip slice, is anybody familiar with a skip slice? Yeah? Yeah?
Yes.
I got a lot of yeses out there. Love it. So for those that don't know, skip slice is a slice with just a small section somewhere in that slice left out to give you just a little break in the color, but not a huge low light. So once again, I'm doing my full saturation, and then I literally just blend this at the top a little bit with the corner of my super clean brush.
They look cleaner than mine would, so. Clean brushes,
I had a
clean
good
painting.
teacher. I had a good teacher for foiling.
Oh, is she here?
She is.
Oh, snap.
She's that giggling redhead back there.
True testament to your knowledge.
So with this, I'm starting at the top and working my way down. If you're more comfortable starting at the bottom and working your way up, do it. It's whatever you guys are comfortable with. Some people don't like to clip things out of the way. I prefer to. It works for me. So same thing, I'm following that same line. It's still a horizontal part, but an inch down for her. I'm not trying to make her super blonde. I just want her to look natural and sun-kissed right around the face and the hairline. Cool? All right, Nikki, you want to talk about some faux pompiers?